So look, if you want to grow your wealth, your income, and increase the amount of time off, then these are the shortcuts that can help. Welcome to the Wealth Creation Podcast.
And in today's session, we're going to talk about how to make £1,000 in the next 90 days. And I think it's really important at this point in time, as we are getting into, we're not really in summer, are we? We're in spring, but we're heading towards summer. And then what happens in June, July, and August and September is that everybody gets into kind of focus of holiday mode. And if you could get to the point where you're earning an extra £1,000 a month, first of all, that might help you get to the holiday. If you're skint right now, we could all do with some extra cash right now, let's face it. Things are very hard out there in the UK. But if that is something that you need, then that's something that can really help you get an extra £1,000 in your pocket every single month, and without actually having to kill yourself to get there. And we all have a skill of some kind, something that we can share, something that we can coach, a product that we can create. And I think sometimes it just needs that little bit of confidence, that self-confidence to go, do you know what, I'm actually going to create this and I'm going to build something and I'm going to sell it. Now, I bumped into someone at a mastermind event on Thursday night up in Madrid, and it was really cool. And she's very talented, and she had lots of physical problems in terms of just being exhausted all the time. And then she took this one thing, and I can't remember what this one thing was. She took this one thing, and it absolutely changed her life completely. She was exhausted all the time, took this one thing, and she's got this really great product, potentially, to sell. But one thing that she didn't have was the confidence to go out and sell it. And so we're trying to kind of build into her mindset that actually there are lots of people that are struggling with the same thing that she struggles with, and her not selling that, and her not promoting that, and her not helping people is actually impacting all these people that you could have a really positive impact upon. And I'm sure that's the same for you to some extent with something. I don't know what that is because I don't know who you are, but you probably have an idea. We all have a product inside of us. We all have a voice, a message that we want to get out there. And often we find that our mindset is the thing that stops us from actually doing that, which I think is a real shame, because you can go out there and help all these different people with your voice, with your message, with your experiences, with your skill set. And we don't package it up and we don't sell it, and it remains locked inside of us for the rest of our lives. And we get to our deathbed and we end up with a life of regret. And I don't want that for me, and I definitely don't want that for you. I think we all have this opportunity to be amazing and to help other people. And if you can create a product and make some money off that at the same time, I think that's a wonderful thing to do, and you should absolutely be doing that. So that's what this session really is about. So welcome to the podcast show. If this is the first time you've seen us, we're on iTunes, on Spotify, we're on Amazon, we're everywhere basically. Come and find us, come and say hello. So how to make £1,000 a month in 90 days. Now, I've got what's called a money matrix, and I just want to give you some examples of how much money per person you could offer something at. So I've got a list. So this is £1,000 a month is 10 sales at £100. Think about that for a second. Have you got something that you could sell for £100? It might be 4 coaching sessions at £25 each, let's say. Although we don't want to do that. You don't want to be selling coaching at £25. Could you sell a coaching session at £100 a month? Maybe. Well, how many sales every month do you need at £100? But bear in mind, this is £1,000 in 90 days. If you had 10 coaching clients and you're charging each coaching client £100, and you had 2 45-minute phone calls for £100, and you had 10 clients, that's actually £1,000 a month. Every single month for the next 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, whatever that's going to be. It is literally 10 clients at £100 a month is £1,000. Now, I don't know what you do, and I don't know what your speciality is, and I don't know what bullshit you've had to overcome in your life, because we've all had some, let's face it. And I know people making money and they have no inherent talent. And I'm sure you know people like this as well. But you know what they have got? Their actual talent is their ability to listen, which is something that's out of my skill set. But the ability to listen and have empathy, again, completely out of my skill set. Just sort it out. I don't have that, but other people do. You might have that. and people going through separation, and you're a person that all your friends turn to while they go through a separation or a divorce or ill health or whatever that happens to be, and just having that ear on the other side of the phone and that empathetic voice, that could be the thing that you sell for £100 a month times 10 people. 10 people times £100 is £1,000 a month. It's £1,000 a month for the next 90 days. Imagine that. £1,000 a month, that's an extra £12,000. Now, obviously, you've got things like tax and all of that kind of thing that you've got to put in place. And you've got all the other things that you've got to put in place because you're really running a business here. But this could be the new journey for you. This could be the side path. And the beauty about something like this is that you don't have to quit your day job just yet. You can create this, you can create a website, put content out there, you can generate some leads, you can sell, and you can do this on an evening or on a weekend, so it doesn't have to impact your 9 to 5. And my job here is not to sell you anything. My job is to give you some inspiration and motivation and some thoughtfulness for the grey matter, for the brain, to think, actually, do you know what? Dan's got a point. Maybe I could do something. And actually, 2 calls at £100. Would someone pay you £50 an hour to sit on the phone with you while you're listening to their bullshit story, whatever that happens to be, and help them through a tough time? Of course. Is it possible? Are there people right now on a call somewhere on the planet doing exactly that and they've got no inherent skill set? Absolutely. And so you've got this as an opportunity. So 10 sales at £100, or you could do 20 clients at £50. I'm going to go into some different products that you could have a little bit later on. 50 sales at £20. That's still £1,000 a month, 50 sales, or 100 sales at £10 for a product. Now, this is the thing. If you've got to make 100 sales and you're making £10 profit this month, there's £1,000. But you then have to go out and make 100 sales next month and do the same again. And then you got to do the same again, and you got to do the same again, and you have to keep selling the same thing over and over and over again. So if you're selling vapes, mobile phone covers, you got to do this every single month. And I don't like that as a model. I was telling my handyman, this will be the last year for us on being a buy-to-let landlord. One way or another, we are out. We're so done. And we're going heavily into digital. And he's like, oh, so you're going to be selling, I don't know, like vapes, e-commerce, dropship? No, none of that. Because if I sell, 100 vapes and I make £10, I don't know how much you make on a vape, this month, I have to do exactly the same next month. And the same next month, I'd have to ship them all out. There's all this work I've got to do. You know what's much easier than that? It's selling 10 sales at £100 a month, coaching, something that's going to not just come in this month, but it's going to come in next month and next month and next month. Now, obviously, you've got to think about how long are those clients going to stay for coaching. It might be 12 months, it might be 18 months, but generally it's 3 to 6 months. And so you have to be kind of realistic with that. But I love that money matrix, by the way. 10 sales at £100, 20 sales at £50, 50 sales of £20, or 100 sales at £10. We're going to talk about products and that kind of thing. We'll do that now, actually. So, in fact, one of the training courses we've got coming out now is called the £100,000 Coaching Blueprint. And it's about how to make £100,000 a year coaching program so that you can become a full-time coach. And we've broken it down into all these various different sections. And we're going to start recording that probably next week, actually. Next week or the week after. We're so busy at the moment with clients and client work. Which is really bad, by the way. Listen to the language. Oh, we haven't got time to do that. Like one asset that I created 5 years ago, we still sell at least one copy of that every single day. We make £27 a day off this one training course that I created 5 years ago. And I think about the language that I just used. Oh, I'm so busy. I haven't got time to do that. All that stuff, all those reasons why I can't invest in my own products. And so we don't do it, and we don't do it for another 5 years. Whereas actually, if I'd spent that 1 week investing in creating a product, in 5 years' time, we'd still be selling that one, right? That's the asset that we should be creating. You and I, we should be creating these assets. This is what we should be doing. We shouldn't be, I'm so busy with client work and customers that I can't create my own stuff. It's bullshit. I fall into it as well. I'm just like you are. I'm maybe further ahead on the digital marketing stuff, but I'm still exactly the same. And I'm only a little bit further ahead. We just got more experience, and because we've got all these clients, which accelerates our experience in the digital marketing field. Anyway, first up, selling digital courses, digital products, I think is a way forward. And you don't have to be selling £500 products. You could create your own product and sell £27. We had a sale. I woke up this morning, got very excited because we sold yet again another £27 product. We sold a £7 product as well. And, you know, this stuff, it just drops in. These products and training courses have already been created, and we just have to market them and using organic and paid ads, and the sales just drop in. I don't have to do anything. They just drop in. I just make money. I don't have to do anything on a constant basis. I don't have to get up and go to work or do any of that stuff. Which is really cool. There's no drop shipping, there's no packaging vapes, there's none of that stuff. And so if you can create yourself a digital course of some kind, whatever industry that you're in, you've got some experience. If you've been in admin for the last 20 years, there's a great training course inside of you for all the little tips and tricks and strategies that you've learned of being a great admin person. If you've been in HR for the last 25 years, trust me on this, there's a whole bunch of stuff. We've got a buy-to-let training course. We've been in buy-to-let for the last 26 years. Do you think we've got some really good nuggets of gold and knowledge that we can put into that course that would make it worth £27 for somebody to buy? And how many of those do you think would actually end up selling? Bear in mind, we sell one property sourcing training course every day. If we could sell one of those let's say every week, one £27 course every week. Let's pull up a calculator. What's 27 times 52, folks? It's £1,400 a year. We create it once. We make £1,400 for the rest of our lives. All right, maybe it needs updating every so often, every couple of years. £1,400. What would that get you in July? Where are you going on holiday with that £1,400? How much is Centre Parks these days in the UK? We just paid for Centre Parks in France. We got 10 days. It was €900, €950, I think. 800 quid for 10 days. 10 days in Centre Parks. Might have been a week. Can't remember. That's amazing. That even includes pocket money off that one training course. What a wonderful thing to do. So you could start off with a low ticket offer, a £27, a £17, a £37. Doesn't always have to end up in a 7. It's just what we do. It could be a 30 quid, 20 quid, 40 quid, whatever that happens to be. And this is the thing. This is one of the things that I really like about these low ticket courses is people go, you know what? It's 27 quid. If it's crap, it's fine. The risk is really low for someone to go out and spend £27 on you. The risk is very, very low. And so people go, you know what, I'll chuck some money at that. And then they get the course and then they're blown away. Like our property sourcing training course got like 11 or 12 modules, 5 or 6 videos, got 95 or is it 115 videos in total. Like it's really, really good. We just won an award for it, for God's sake, right? Best entry-level training course. We just won an award for 2024. How amazing is that? I created this product 5 years ago. We just won an award for it. Amazing. So it doesn't have to be like this big top-end kind of product, but it's a nice entry-level product so that people just go and go, do you know what, here's some money, let's give it a go. And then, you know, the beautiful thing about this as well is that you sold this training course, and then people are going to sit down and they're going to watch you talk about whatever it is you've sold it about for the next couple of hours. They are not watching Netflix, they're not watching Amazon, and they're not watching Andor on Disney, looking forward to the second season that are coming out. We're not watching any of that stuff. They're watching you. They're not watching Luke Skywalker. They're not watching Breaking Bad. They're watching you. And when they're watching you, you are building rapport all the way through that training course, so that then when you speak to them on the phone next and go, hey, how about you get some coaching? They go, yeah, I like who you are. I love your jokes. They never say that. But I like who you are. And they come and it's so much easier to make a sale because you've already made that sale. And then you've built the rapport because they're going through your training course. How powerful is that? It's such an easier way of making money than just trying to get, running Facebook ads and trying to sell a £400 coaching package. That's really challenging. They don't know who you are. The risk to them is very high. What if it doesn't work? Can I get my money back? Whereas if they see a £27 product, they'll go, yeah, here's some money. I'll just chuck it if it's crap. Chuck some money at it, and if it's not very good, that's fine. I've only lost £27, and you've got this wonderful opportunity to build up all this rapport. So then you could upsell to a £97 coaching course. It could be group coaching, it could be one-on-one coaching, it could be whatever that happens to be, whatever is going to fit your product and your model. It's such a great way of doing it. And remember, this is £1,000 a month, every month for the next 90 days, for the next 3 months. And the money matrix comes in. 10 sales of a £100 product. You get 10 customers at 97 quid, and they're coaching customers. That's almost £1,000 a month, right? Plus for £27 a month, £27 training course that you're selling 10 of those every month, there's 270 quid, and maybe you're selling 20 or 30 or 40 or 50, who knows, right? This is the money matrix, that's how it works. So what else? Yeah, sell 10 courses, £1,000 a month. And you could use like Thinkific to host the training. We've actually got some training on how to create training courses called Rapid Course Creation. It's on the website. Go take a look. The link's down below. Back to the website. If you want to work with me and get into a conversation with me, at least, you can go click that link in the thing below. I think I've put it in. I might not have put the link in, by the way. Anyway, it's irrelevant. You know where I am. It's not difficult to find me. Let's talk about offering one-on-one coaching, because really that's for group coaching. And 97 quid, group coaching. Are you going to sell some of that? Yeah, I think you will. What about one-on-one coaching? How much could you charge one-on-one? So we talked about 10 sales of a £100 product. What if you had one-on-one coaching and it was £200? How many sales do you think you need to make every month in order to do that? Let's say you make 5 sales this month at £200. There's your £1,000. But also, let's say you make another 5 sales the next month. That's not £1,000. Stay with me on this. The sales that you made this month, there's £1,000. It's coaching, it repeats. Next month, you sell another 5 coaching clients. There's another £1,000 a month. How much money are you making every month? £2,000. What about on month 3, you close another 5 clients? And I'm just using 5 clients because it's easy for me to do the maths, so I don't have to think, right? Now suddenly, so you sold 5 on month 1, they keep paying. You sold 5 on month 2, they keep paying. You sell 5 on month 3, they keep paying. You now got 15 clients making £3,000 a month. Now, are you going to lose some coaching clients as you go through this? Of course you are. Coaching clients one-on-one, but generally stay 3 to 6 months. Okay, so retention is definitely something you have to think about. We've got coaching clients, by the way, who pay £200 to £300, depending on who they are, what the product is, and so on. And they've been with me for years. We've helped them build their business. We've helped them get out of some really sticky problems. And also we've helped them develop new courses and new opportunities within their business that's really helped them grow. And it's really interesting now because our coaching, it's like just speaking to an old buddy for an hour on the phone. And it's really interesting. We tell jokes and all of that kind of thing. We have a deep level of rapport, and we've met up as well. We've gone for lunch and dinner and all of that kind of thing. It's really cool. It's like dealing with an old friend, but you're also getting paid as well, which is really nice. But also there's a professional relationship and a professional responsibility there to actually help and get a level of transformation, which hopefully I think we do, right? Because we've been working for years with some of these clients. I mean, how cool is that? 5 clients, £200 a month, there's £1,000 a month. Okay, what else? Last one then I want to talk about is running a paid membership or a paid community. And this can be like a recurring revenue model, which it should be, right? And I've got a money matrix. Let me just read that. So £25 a month times 40 people is £1,000 a month. Okay. Now, this is where you need to get, and by the way, it's £25 a month. Is that an easier sell than £100 a month? Yeah, because it's 25 quid. If people think it's crap or they don't show up, they can just cancel it. It's 25 quid. And if it's not very good, all they've lost is 25 quid. It's a very low barrier to entry. It's very low risk for them as well. So it's a really good way of, if you're nervous as well, by the way, and you're I'm not sure if I can sell people onto my coaching course, like 25 quid a month, why not? And then have like some training courses, and you keep uploading new videos and fresh content, and slowly as you bring in more people, you can start to increase that £25 a month to £30 a month and £35 a month and £50 a month. And as your confidence increases and you have more content in your content vault, in your training courses, they can continually do that. I think that's a really, really good way of building confidence for you, getting some easy sales. £25 a month. You just got to find 40 customers. Now, I just want to have a caveat here, because as we go through this money matrix, like £25 a month, I know that's really cheap. And you go, well, I'm worth much more than that. And I'm sure you are. And I'm sure £25 a month, it is cheap. But actually finding 40 members is much harder than you think it's going to be. It is challenging to do that. We've tried it. It's hard. You have to keep going, and you have to keep plugging away and all of that kind of thing. And also, it's just hard to do. Okay. So what about £50 a month? How many members do you think you need at 50 quid a month? And what's the level of value that you have to put into that ongoing, recurring paid membership or community? What is that? Like, what a really good one is, a good way of doing this is like weight loss, for example. 12-week weight loss. It's £50 a month. You're in group coaching, and it's, lose 12 pounds in 12 weeks. I love that as a hook to grab somebody. Lose 12 pounds in 12 weeks, £50 a month for the next 3 months. Like, that's a great, are people going to sign up for that? Yes. Why? Because you've actually detailed lose 12 pounds in 12 weeks. If you just do this, follow over group coaching, then you're going to get this result. You've detailed very, very clearly what the result is, and they also know what the risk is. The risk is 50 quid a month. So 50 quid a month, 20 members. Do you think you could have a group of 20 members, lose 12 pounds in 12 weeks? Okay. Obviously that might not be your product. You've got to find something. What's the result going to be? And I don't know what that would be. Go ask ChatGPT. Should we ask ChatGPT? Give me 5 different products with hooks, such as lose 12 pounds in 12 weeks across different industries. Let's just see what it comes up with. I think that's quite interesting. And I love doing stuff like this. So fitness and weight loss, lose 12 pounds in 12 weeks. Fine, we've done that one. How to make your first £1,000 online, even if you have no idea what to sell. Like, think about that. I love it because it's got a very clear result. How to make your first £1,000 online, even if you have no idea what to sell. A beginner-friendly, I love ChatGPT. A beginner-friendly guide to launching a side hustle with digital products, covers low-cost, high-profit strategies to get started fast. Do you think people might sign up for 12 weeks of that at £50 a month? I think they would, right? How many people do you need to make £1,000 a month? 20. And by the way, you could literally just sell the model that you're offering. Right? That's like one of those, discover how to make £1,000 a month, pay £1,000, and then you send them a thing, and it's one sheet of paper, and it says, just set up a thing that says, discover how to make £1,000 a month, and you just set that up. You know what I mean? It's like that. So I find that really funny. But next one, attract your dream partner in 90 days, even if you're shy or out of practice. Do you think you might get 20 people at 50 quid a month at that? Why would you not? Personal productivity and mindset. Okay, 5 a.m. success formula. How to earn your mornings and win your day for busy professionals. I added that last bit. Do you think you might get a busy professional, an entrepreneur whose morning routine is all over the place? And do you think you can get, what did we say? £50, 20 people. Do you think you could sell that? Yeah. How to buy your first investment property without needing a huge deposit. Step-by-step guide to getting into property, even with limited funds. Like, you could do rent to rent, let's say. Could you get 20 people at 50 quid a month for the next 3 months? I think you could. And I love that as an idea. And ChatGPT is your friend. And you should be asking, and you should be learning. By the way, this is massive right now in 2025. This is huge. You should be learning how to use ChatGPT for coming up with stuff like that. I mean, it took me 5 seconds to come up with, this is called prompt engineering and understanding the type of questions to ask it. Interestingly, on the way to Madrid, I was bored. I was fed up with listening to music. I'd eaten all my food. And so I opened up ChatGPT and I had a chat with ChatGPT, because you can do a conversation. You can have a conversation with it, which is amazing. It gives me someone to talk to. I'd already phoned everybody up. They were fed up with me. So I spoke to ChatGPT and we had a really long conversation, and it helped me get some clarity around some products that we want to create. And it asked me some questions, great questions, and then I answered the questions, and then it stored all the information, and then that's something that we can work with at a later date. But it helped me get to solidify the program that I was thinking about in my mind for for one of our newer training courses. Wonderful, wonderful thing. You should learn how to do that. Anyway, 50 quid a month, 20 members. What about £100 a month? 10 members. This is a paid membership, paid community. Think about this. This is how gyms work. I don't pay a lot, but I pay €85 to my gym membership, my CrossFit membership. It's a community to some extent. And that works. The problem is there's only so many spaces at the gym. They can only sell so many spaces. If you're selling a paid membership or a paid community, how many places do you think you could sell within a paid community with group coaching or some form of group activity, like online? 1, 2, 100, 1,000, a million, a squillion? Like, how many do you think you could sell? Like, it's infinite, isn't it? So let's just go back to £50 a month times 20 members. What if you had £50 a month times 200 members? How much is that? That's 10 grand a month, folks. £50 a month, 200 members. 200 is not a massive number. It is difficult. You've got to offer a lot of value. You've got to be offering more value than the 50 quid. But it should be worth £500, but you're selling it for 50. That's what I mean by offering more value. And if you don't know how to make it worth £500 a month, you're not going to be able to sell it. That's, just one of those things. It's got to be the most amazing thing that these people have ever done. Because if it is the most amazing thing that these people have ever done, and it's only 50 quid a month, do you think you're going to be able to sell them the next thing and the next thing and the next thing? Absolutely. And more important than that, you're going to keep retention, because retention is absolutely important. And that's it, really. Obviously, this is coaching. This is digital products. This is what we do. This is what we help clients with. At the mastermind event that we did on Thursday, I actually got a round of applause. There was 6 of us, including myself, 5 or 6 of us. And I was helping this lady just come up with what that would look like. And people were just like, my God, that's amazing. And they actually clapped me. It was just the most surreal thing I've ever experienced. And I was very embarrassed as well. I didn't know where to put myself. It was very odd. But this is who we deal with. These are the type of customers that we have. People who have this idea, they want to create this product, but they really don't know what they're doing, especially on the digital marketing stuff, on the product creation stuff. And then their biggest problem is this lack of self-belief. Who would want my thing? I've just cured, sleep apnea or sleeplessness or smoking. They have this product, but they have no confidence, and the product works, and they can solve these amazing, provide these amazing solutions for people, and the product works, but they lack confidence to sell it and package it up. And it's like, oh, this voice you've got inside of you, this thing that can help people. And I think it's immoral and unethical not to sell it, because you can help people. There's people right now desperately trying to solve the problem that you've solved already, and they don't know how to solve it, and it's causing sleepless nights, their marriage is breaking up, the kids hate them for it, and it's ruining their lives because they don't know how to solve this problem. And you've got the solution to this problem, and it is unethical for you to keep this solution to yourself and not to sell the damn thing. And people have all these problems around money. Oh, well, I'm not worth £1,000 a month. It's religious wise, it's wrong to make money off people who are ill. That's stupid. So doctors shouldn't exist then, because doctors make a lot of money off people who are ill. This is one of the arguments. Oh, property investors shouldn't make money off their property. What? So Tesco shouldn't make money off food? Or housing should be a human right? So should food, and so should health. Why do doctors make money? Why do personal trainers make money? Why do the shop assistants working in Tesco's, why do they make money? If they should give away their time for free, it's bullshit. Nobody believes that, unless it's property investors for some reason think that should be a thing. But this goes for you as well. This is about you finding a way of making a living and making some money and just getting out there and helping people, helping as many people as you can. Because really, this is what it's about in your business. This is really, really going to help you. And it's going to help lots and lots of other people. Let's have a look at some comments. I always like the comments because usually, let's have a look. These are great. We'll just go through the troll comments at the end these days, I think, because we get a lot of troll comments. There we go. Some nice troll comments. Not many. Only 2 troll comments. That's nice. But that will do us for today. And I hope you find that useful. Thank you to all the trolls who comment. You help the algorithm so much. It's really nice. And if you've got any questions, you want to have a chat with us, come and find me. I'm not difficult to find. I told you last week, we had a solicitor's letter delivered to a property that I own. And I just happened to be there last weekend. And I picked it up off the floor. And it's solicitors who are taking me to court because their the next door neighbour at the back of the house want to put up some scaffolding and have to drill it into my wall. And because I never replied to them, and I'll tell you about that in a second, but because I never replied, they're now issuing court proceedings against me. And I'm like, I didn't reply because she sent it to a house I don't live at, and because it's a HMO, right? And I'm like, all it took was literally less than 3 seconds to type my name into Google. Like, I am everywhere. If you can't find me, it's like you don't know how to use a computer or something. Like, you must be close to death, because I'm not difficult to find. I'm everywhere online. But these solicitors, as clever as they think they are, were incapable of using that little thing we know as Google to search. It's just hilarious. And I said to them, how stupid do you have to be not to be able to just use Google? Like, this poor guy who's wanting to put up the scaffolding, he's waiting 5 months because I saw the paperwork was 5 months old. And I'm like, you're bonkers. Utterly crazy. They still haven't replied, by the way. I sent that on Monday. They still not replied. It shows how good solicitors are. So I'm not difficult to find. If you've got a question, if you've got something you're stuck on, you've got a product that you want to get out there that you feel can help other people, and or you're already running a business and you're not generating your leads, then you should come and speak to us, because this is what we do for our clients. Anyway, look, I hope you find that useful, and we will catch up with you on the next one. Hope you have a wicked weekend, and we'll speak to you soon. Take care.
Hey, it's Dan here. Thank you for listening. Really appreciate each and every one of you. Please click like or subscribe to the entire podcast.